I'm just a simple young kid from Crumlin, Dublin, Ireland, and I'm here looking for a fight. I truly believe we are all equal as human beings. If we are obsessed with something and we truly pursue our passion with everything we have, regardless of anything else, if you are obsessed, work hard, put in the time, you will succeed. And that is a philosophy that I carry.
For many times I was laughed at and not believed in, but you know what? Nothing external can defeat the internal. The only thing that can take someone down or break you down is internal. Nothing external is strong enough. It's just about making sure your internal dialogue and your internal belief in yourself is strong enough that it can withstand the external. The external is there. You've got to accept it. You've got to embrace it. You've got to understand it and be aware of it. But don't let it seep into your internal dialogue.
I am cold. I am emotionless. I am zen, at peace, ready for war. I simply enter the way I enter, and that is enough. They either overextend or they shrink away, but either way is not good for them.
No. Here's another thing about rituals, Rituals. Rituals is another word for fear. Oh man, I forgot my lucky pants. Fuck, I'm gonna lose. That's bullshit. You know what I mean? What? Lucky pants? Or lucky something? Or I have to drink this before I go out? Or I have to bless myself 55 times and do... You know what I mean? It's all just another word for fear. You're afraid. So you're trying to tell yourself, I need to do this. I've done this before and it worked. This little detail that I done in my warm-up or something, I've done that and it worked. Now I must always do it. You could throw me in there any time. You know what I mean? You could throw me in there. I don't need no rituals. You could warm me up. I could warm up in this chair. You know what I mean? And throw me out there and I'm still gonna perform. I'm still gonna go out and do what I do.
I'm looking at like those jiu-jitsu tournaments I've been doing. There's so many people competing and you can see all through the crowd like different kind of nerves. I mean, I know what way people are feeling just by looking at them. So again, I try and learn from the way people are feeling. You know what I mean? We all feel the same. You know what I mean? For competition, and it's just about controlling and keeping it calm.
What scares you most? I don't know. I don't really fear too much. I don't really fear anything, to be honest. I don't really think about things like that. You know what I mean? Nothing fears me. I mean, you might expect me to say losing would fear me or defeat. You know, defeat isn't something that fears me. You know, success isn't something that inspires me either. You know what I mean? Success doesn't inspire me, and fear doesn't, or defeat doesn't fear me.
Your lack of commitment is almost an insult to the people who believe in you, and that's what I'm trying to tell myself. I said, there's people who believe in me, so this is what I'm telling myself right now, today. There's people that believe in me, and me having this half commitment, it's you know, it's going against it.
It's not who the fuck you are.
It's not who the fuck I am. It's not what my people. It's not what the people who believe in me deserve. And I want to give me and give them that belief, you know, and prove that belief correct. So
you learn more from your losses and things like that. That is true. You learn a lot from your losses, but as well as that, you learn from your wins. People can say, let's say you beat a guy, and you're at the beating that guy. You're a winner now. You know what I mean? You're a winner. So now I get to take the foot off the pedal. I don't need to learn so much. I'm at the beating this guy. I'm a winner. You know what I mean? That's gonna stop you. That can take over people, especially in this game. When you're signed to the UFC and there's all media things going on and there's people looking for pictures and shit. That can take over. That can make you feel like you're bigger than you are.
What did you feel like you saw in his eyes when you jumped out?
I saw his eyes turn to glass. Yeah, you can laugh and you can smile all you want, but I could see it, you know what I mean? Where was he when it was time to step into the cage? You know what I mean? He was flown over to step into this cage, but all of a sudden, superstition. He was superstitious for some reason. He doesn't step inside the cage, and that's fun unless he's fighting. But that's funny because there's many occasions where he has been in the cage where he hasn't fought. Superstition to me is another word for fear. I will break him mentally and I will break him physically.
When the door closes into the octagon behind you and it's just you and the other fighter, are you scared? Is there a moment where you're shitting yourself, or is it just go time?
You know, I've done it all. I've done it all in multiple weight divisions, in multiple sports, in multiple promotions. I've felt every emotion under the sun in there, from fear to excitement to anger to love to happiness to joy. You know, I felt it all. Every fight with every individual is different. You know, I've even felt going in that I didn't want to hurt the guy.
Really?
And then I felt like I wanted to take the guy off this earth. So I have felt every emotion and the circumstance dealt and be adored forever. And that was it. That's all you got to do. You got to go in and fight your heart out and be adored.
Somewhere way back I said, by the time this fight rolls around, I will be the favourite and he will be the underdog. I said that somewhere way back. You want to dig out archive footage or something. I said that, I predicted that I would be the favourite going into this fight because I'm the favourite here. And that's it, when you're the favourite here, the universe shapes itself and you are the favourite. I'm entering this contest heavily favoured in my mind. And he is entering this contest as a big underdog in his mind. And that's why you're seeing what you're seeing on the lines.
What I set out to do and what I said I was going to do, I said I was going to do it and then I went out and done it. But with that, it's done. I'm over it now. I'm not going to stare at it. You stare at your past and you'll end up staying there. It's okay to look back and admire it, but you carry on. I'm not in the business of staring back at it. You know what I mean? And getting lost back there. People say a loss can make or break a fighter, but trust me, a win can also make or break a fighter because they get comfortable with a win. People can get comfortable with a win, and slack off then. Slack off on the training, slack off on the diet. They've won one. They're winners now. That's not me, you know. You sleep on a win and you'll wake up with a loss. So I just carry on. High dive, yeah. If you're going up to the high dive and you're climbing up the steps and all, and you feel those nerves, but when you get to the edge, you just go. And you're going, you're falling, you've done everything, you know. You've done the hard part, getting up the steps. And, that's stuck in my head. I was thinking like it is. But before I go out there, I like to say, just let it happen, you know what I mean? Just let your reflexes work. Let things happen naturally. Don't think about anything. Don't think about what I'm gonna do. Don't think about what he's gonna do. Just let it flow. And when I've done that, I've had good performance, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna stick with it. And again, I'm still growing, I'm still learning. And
we all have the same emotions, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's at the end of the day, it's me in one it's one guy in one dressing room and it's the other guy in another dressing room. Two of them scared shitless. You know what I mean? Who's gonna be more scared? You know what I mean? So I don't bitch and moan. We all have the same emotions. We have all won and we have all lost. It's a sport. It is what it is, you know. Just get on with it. Look to learn from it, you know. The day you stop trying to learn is the day you start losing, you know what I mean? So
I already felt like I had money back then, even though I didn't have money. I always felt like I was the champ, even though I wasn't the champ, you know what I mean? So nothing changes for me. I still feel the same way as I did before. I continue to do what I do day in, day out, win or lose. I show up at the gym, I train. When I leave the gym, I take down notes of what happened in training, the amount of work I put in, you know what I mean? No one works harder than me. I'm the hardest working athlete on this side.
At Arizona State University, we've made online education better, smarter, and more personalized so you can go further in your aspiring field.
I decided to pursue medicine once I realized that ASU did have the online program for biological sciences. You're still required to learn the same curriculum. You're still being tested on the same content that anyone would be tested on in person. The comprehensiveness of the program prepared me so well for medical school.
Explore over 350 plus programs at asuonline.asu.edu.